With us as well, the newspapers. You're going to start off in France, aren't you, Solange? And the Brexit countdown, of course, as well.
Yeah, I'm actually starting in the UK and how the British press is covering the widely known fact that in exactly 365 days, the UK will leave the EU. To ring in the one-year anniversary of when the UK invoked Article 50, the Daily Express chose an image of a cliff. But the Conservative paper is not saying that Britain is going to fall off a cliff or jump off a cliff. Rather, it quotes Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson saying it is a glorious view that awaits.
Guardian says not so fast, though. They say that Britain is going to be damaged, don't they, by Brexit?
Yeah, in an opinion piece, The Guardian says that Prime Minister Theresa May does not have a mandate for a hard exit. They say that for the sake of democracy and the 48% that voted to remain, that the government should pick a soft exit. They say it's time to change course. And to illustrate their point, they chose a cartoon by Nicola Jennings of May and Johnson getting seasick on the high seas in a sort of mini Britannia.
Cheerful stuff. Let's shift gears now. Social media is abuzz with news that Malala Yousafzai has arrived in Pakistan. The Nobel Prize winner hadn't returned to her home country since being shot there in 2012, as we were talking about with Soraya just a moment ago.
Yeah, it's a glorious thing. That's what the Pakistani paper The Dawn says about Malala's return to her home country. Now, the paper says the 20-year-old has managed to nearly silence her haters on Twitter with the overwhelming support she's received about her surprise visit. The India Times explains that while she's loved internationally and in Pakistan, there are conservatives in Pakistan that think she's a Western agent and that she's bad for Pakistan's image. The paper says that this visit, though, is a way for Pakistan to improve its image globally if they welcome the world's youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner with open arms.
OK, and actually promoting tolerance, also front and centre pages of the French papers today. This is the front of Le Parisien. You can see it here. What are they saying?
Yeah, they've covered this theme in sort of two different ways. Le Parisien and La Croix went with the headline, "A Spirit of Resistance Against Hate," in regard to yesterday's tribute to Arnaud Beltrame, the policeman killed last week by a jihadist. Meanwhile, Libération dedicated its front page to the anti-Semitic murder of Mireille Knoll. They say her death was a sursaut, or a wake-up call for France. The paper says that yesterday's march against hate crimes and against anti-Semitism was a positive step thanks to the large turnout, but that France needs to make sure that an atmosphere of indifference doesn't prevail and that political divisions don't take over the narrative of the 85-year-old's death.
Ethiopia now on the programme. There are positive steps underfoot towards combating, in this case, their ethnic divides. The ruling coalition there has elected a new chairman.
Yeah, his name is Abiy Ahmed, and he's likely going to become the next prime minister of Ethiopia. According to the Washington Post, this is a major shift in leadership in the country, and it could help ease persistent unrest between ethnic groups there. Why? Well, Abiy Ahmed belongs to the Oromo ethnic group. His mother is also a Christian and his father is a Muslim. And the move was praised by O-Pride, which is a U.S.-based site that covers the Oromo diaspora. Now, this would be the first time in Ethiopia's history that an Oromo member leads the country.
OK, complicated to say. Who have that problem? Science news now. Researchers think they may have found another organ of the body.
Yeah, it's called the interstitium, and it could, according to scientists, reshape how we think about human anatomy. According to the Business Insider, it's a fluid-filled network that takes up the space between our other more well-known organs, and that it's situated right below our skin. So it could help doctors learn how diseases like cancer travel and move around the body.
OK, it must be very small if they've only just found it, I suspect.
Yes.
And finally, Solange has found some important advice for parents. If you're a parent, listen up. Anyone else who likes to have a little bit of a play around in the bath.
Yeah, rubber ducky, you're the one or not. The New York Times has found that one of children's favorite bath toys, the rubber ducky, is actually full of potentially dangerous mold and bacteria.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely. So for all bath takers out there, it's time to get rid of your yellow little friends.
Yeah, I wonder if they're recyclable. I hope so.
Oh, I hope so.
If you're going to throw them out, do check. Don't just stick them straight in the bin. Poor little rubber ducks. Thanks a lot, Solange.